They got some stuff they want to do in the
dark.
In the dark. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are many folk who have woke up and the sunlight is beaming in the window and they're shaking themselves. How did I get here? What happened? Because they started out in the dark.
In the dark.
When the light came on, they were certainly alarmed that they were where they were, and they knew something had gone on, and they had participated in the activities of the night, in the dark.
In the dark.
Issues of the dark.
Of the dark.
Let me just tell you, God can draw a line between light and darkness. In fact, in the book of Genesis, it says that he separated darkness from light. And let me just tell you, it is not darkness that overtakes light. It is light that overtakes darkness.
Amen, amen.
Because light always dispels darkness. When the light comes on in your head and you can see how to solve a problem, you come out of a dark situation where you could not see, where you could not figure it out.
Amen.
And now you're able to see how the equation ought to be worked out. Same thing with light. There is physical darkness.
Oh, yes.
But then there is spiritual darkness as
darkness.
well. The text says, this text says, about the 9th hour. It says, it was from the 9th, pedaling back to the 6th hour, going forward from the 6th to the 9th hour. There was darkness all over the land.
Oh, my.
Verse is relevant to the Calvary experience where Jesus is on the cross. Jesus is hanging between two thieves. He's on the cross, and it's not by accident or by circumstance, happenstance, any of those kind of situations. It is by divine design.
Oh, my.
That the light, the switch has been flipped, Brother Harvey, and now it's dark.
It's dark.
Tell somebody to say it's dark.
It's dark.
When they started out, they had sunlight, and they could see what they were doing. They could see that they were nailing his hands to the cross. When they started out, they could see the blood running down from his brow. When they started out, they could see the blood, but now it's dark. The book says it was dark for 3 hours.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
But let me just tell you, it was dark for more than just 3 hours spiritually, because Judas went into a state of darkness. The Pharisees and the Sadducees were planning to kill Jesus after he healed the sick and raised Lazarus from the dead.
Oh, yes.
They said there's too much going on. If he continues on this path, working all of these miracles, folk will follow after him, and we're going to lose our place.
Oh, my.
We're going to lose our control. We're going to lose our authority if we can let him keep going on like he's going.
Oh, yeah.
So they said we've got to get rid of him. And they said we would kill him now, but it'll be too much trouble.
Oh, my.
The people will gather around and they might revolt, and we might get hurt ourselves.
Yeah.
They were in a state of darkness. You find that over in, I think, about 12th chapter of St. John, where they saw what Jesus had done for Lazarus. They said, we're going to have to kill this man. And they said, not only get rid of Jesus,
oh, yes.
but we're going to have to get rid of Lazarus too.
Oh,
because he's evident of what he can do.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And let me just tell you, be mindful that folk, they're not so happy about your success, about things going well for you.
They want you to be.
State of darkness.
Yeah, state of darkness.
Physical and spiritual darkness.
Darkness.
Yeah. Well, now, listen to this. Darkness spiritually allows for deception.
Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does.
The book says Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Spiritual darkness
Spiritual darkness.
allows for deception.
For deception.
A lot of folk are deceived. They in politics they call it pulling the shade down.
Oh, my.
To create a sense of
Darkness.
darkness. Because it's that sleight of hand, the jigaboos, the pickpockets, thieves, and they create a sense of darkness. It can be daylight, but they want that brief moment of darkness in your mind, and so they bump you from one side and nudge you from the other side, and you next thing you know, you get somewhere to some store that you thought you were going to buy something in your
Pocket.
empty pockets.
Yeah.
Because you went through a brief state of
Darkness.
darkness. Deception comes in darkness.
In darkness.
There are many folk who have been told how beautiful they are.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Just flat out, God, you're the most beautiful thing God ever sent on planet Earth. Deceived
Deceived.
in the dark.
In the darkness.
And I know I'm right about it because they love me in the night, in the dark, but in the daylight.
Oh, my.
Heard folk complain, didn't even speak to me the next day.
Oh, my.
Deception
Deception.
in the dark.
In the dark.
Now, you might not be in the enjoyment out. Maybe somebody, they call it the okie doke. Maybe somebody deceived you in the dark. But when the light came on,
Oh, my. When you had the
you
revelation.
realized it was nothing but a worm.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
The children call them roaches.
Oh, my.
Yeah, that's what they call them, Sister Darby. So a roach came by. You thought you had something. The only thing you had was a roach. You should have stepped on his head. Don't record that.
Oh, I'm live.
Well, so darkness allows for deception.
Yeah.
Physical darkness allows for deception. Spiritual darkness allows for deception. And spiritual darkness allows for demonic influence.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
You can easily use when the lights go out. And you fail to read your book. You fail to sing the songs of Zion. You fail to pray and talk to the Lord. Doubt creeps in. You think you're all by yourself. I know I'm right about it. Elijah had went up on Mount Carmel. He had called on fire. And then afterwards he went and he sat by a tree because somebody told him, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
One woman, nobody calls her name, gives her name to their children. Nobody uses her name as a little name. You know her.
Yeah.
Jezebel.
Jezebel.
In fact, used to be that when young girls would act up with the mama, they'd say, you got a Jezebel spirit. But the old folk would say, I'm going to get it out of you. And they had a way, I know y'all don't do that now. They had a way of getting the distraction out of you and the deception out of you all at the same time.
Oh, my.
Yeah, you may have been deceived and thinking you were grown. And they would tell you, in my house,
Yeah.
you ain't grown as long as you're here.
Yeah.
I'm the only grown person here.
Yeah.
But if you are grown, then you need to get going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get your own place. Get your own light bill. Get your own water bill. You don't want to turn the lights off. You don't
Yeah.
want to turn the water. Put one in the water. You don't want to do A and B. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you get to your place,
Yeah. Yeah. And pay the bills. Yeah. You can do like you
you
want.
can do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I remember my mama telling me that, Sister Sonia. Turn the light off, boy. When they don't grow on trees. I looked out at the tree and I've never seen money growing on the tree. Yeah. I'm just trying to tell you very simply, there are some issues about the issues of darkness and how it can impact and affect our lives, and how we can easily be deceived, how we can easily be distracted, how we can easily become a target of the demonic.
Oh my.
Judas,
Oh my.
there he was,
There he was.
at the table with Jesus and the other disciples, and the Pharisees and the Sadducees had gotten together. They had come they were under the cloak of darkness, and they set aside their differences because they wanted to get rid of Jesus.
Oh my.
They didn't get along with each other,
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
but they stopped not getting along with each other so they could get rid of Jesus.
Jesus.
There are folk who come against you. Yeah, they don't get along, but because they don't like you, and the reason why they don't like you, because God is blessing you and keeping you in spite of all that they're doing and all that's going on around you, and He's still blessing you, and so they are thrown off because they simply don't understand, because they're in a state of darkness.
Darkness.
Well, the issues of darkness are major because they're affecting our children in the 21st century. Anytime you have schools and you have children who are in the primary grade making decisions about who they want to be and what they want to be,
Oh
you're
yeah.
in a state of
Darkness.
darkness. You saw, maybe you didn't see, Will Smith slap Chris Rock. A state of
Darkness.
Masked over by darkness. Somebody said he should have slapped his son. Somebody showed me a picture of his son, had on a skirt, had on top, all dressed out. I thought it was somebody else. I said, no, that's his son. He should have slapped his son instead of slapping Chris, because Chris is his friend, and his son is the one that needs to be slapped and brought back into the light.
Oh my.
Well, now I heard that. Somebody said he should have slapped that woman.
Oh my. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
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 He was laughing. He was having a good time. And then he looked over at somebody who was clothed, covered over with darkness. He said, well, Reverend, how you figure she was covered over with darkness? Because of the look she gave him. It was an evil look. It was a demonic look. It's like you still sitting here. And he jumped up. Which says that when you're in darkness, you become discombobulated and you don't function in the proper way. That's that deception kicking in. You've been deceived, and he was deceived and thinking that he needed to do something. Only one person suffered from his actions.
Oh my.
That was him.
Yeah.
She's going on back to doing what she was doing before. And folk will get you in hot situations and go right on back.
Oh, right on.
To doing what they were doing before.
Yeah, before.
Somebody tell you, if I were you, I wouldn't take that off of him. That's your boss, but I wouldn't take that off of him. I would tell him and get him straight. And you keep listening to that, and keep listening to that. And then one day you decide to get them straight, and they show you straight to the door. That make you haven't been there, but I know folk who got bold because they listened to somebody tell them that they need to get somebody else straight. They wouldn't do it themselves, but they put it on you, and you go and do it, and there you are.
There you are, out there. In
Just like Chuck,
yeah.
on the way out the door.
Yeah, in the dark.
Satan comes to steal,
Yeah.
kill, and destroy. Know that Judas was a victim because afterwards, the book said he came to himself.
Yeah.
Took that money and 30 pieces of silver and went back to the Pharisees and the Sadducees and said, here, take this. I don't want this money. Take it. They said, no, we don't need it. You've already done what we need you to do. Judas went out. The book says he was sorrowful, but he was so sorrowful and so but he was still in a state of darkness because he hung himself.
Yeah.
I pray that I'm never in a state of darkness so
Yeah.
that I injured my own self.
Yeah.
Saw a guy the other day with an AK-47 with one of those Glocks on it. That they use for killing folk at alarming speed. Looked like a brand new weapon. I looked at him and he looked like he was covered with
Darkness.
I didn't say anything to him other than, are you trying to sell it? He looked at me, gave me an answer, and I left him alone.
Yeah.
I didn't have nothing else to say to him, Sister Sonia. I was traveling light, so. I'm just telling you, there are some issues with darkness.
Yes.
Now, it was not that the sun became weak and couldn't shine. Because when God set the sun to shine and to rule by day, it's been doing the same thing ever since he set it there.
Oh yes.
Even when it's dark here, it's light somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
The earth turned.
Yeah, on its axis.
Geography 101.
Yeah.
It rotates.
Yeah.
Rotates around the sun.
Yes.
Which says the sun is sitting where it has been sitting all this time, and we just move around.
Oh yes.
From evening to night, from night into the early morning. That's why you see it coming up in the east. And it always comes up in the east.
Oh yes.
Goes down in the west. God has order to stuff that he has done because he understands better than we.
Oh yes.
Here we are in the text, and I'm almost through. The writer says, it's dark.
It's dark.
For 3 hours.
For 3 hours.
From the 6th until the 9th hour.
Yeah.
The Father hits a disconnect with his Son.
Oh my.
And the Son says, into thy hand I commit my
Spirit.
The Son says, it is
Finished.
finished. I have done the work. The Son says, I have drank the bitter cup. And closes his eyes and drops his head and the locks on his shoulders and dies there on Calvary. Bleeding from the thorns on his head. Bleeding from the spikes in his feet. Bleeding from the nails in his hands. Bleeding from having been pierced in the side. He's dying on Calvary.
Oh yes.
I thank God. In spite of all that went on in the dark.
Oh yes.